Hi, I'm Jim Shea and I'm running for governor because I believe it's time for new leadership in Annapolis. I'm not a career politician, but I have spent my life running large, complex public and private organizations, and I have deep experience in the issues Marylanders care most about. I was chair of the University System of Maryland, the largest public agency in the state, as well as the Central Maryland Transportation Alliance and economic development zones in Baltimore, all while growing my business into a global enterprise. I have the vision and the executive experience to invest in Maryland's future. Education is my top priority because it is a vital tool to increase opportunity and fight inequality. Over the past few years, Maryland's education system has slipped from the top ranking in the country to the middle of the pack. Our children and our teachers haven't gotten worse. What has changed is the state's priorities and the level of investment in our schools. Our children need better. They deserve a world-class education system. That's why I have released a cradle-to-career education plan that emphasizes universal pre-K, better resources and compensation for educators, vocational training, and free community college for those who need it. Our economy in Maryland is lagging behind the national economy in job and wage growth. I have spent my life creating jobs, and as governor, I will grow the economy from the bottom up and the middle out because Marylanders deserve a raise. Small businesses are the backbone of our economy, but their biggest obstacle is access to capital. I will create financial incentives for small businesses based on how many jobs they will create, not how much profit they're expected to make. I'll also eliminate unnecessary red tape that burdens small businesses. I will invest in new infrastructure projects that will not only create jobs, but will power economic development throughout the state. And I will provide Maryland's businesses with a top-tier labor supply by ensuring that all students graduate from high school ready for college or a career. My administration will train Marylanders for the jobs of today and prepare Marylanders for the jobs of tomorrow. We have to support our agricultural industries and protect Maryland's incredible natural resources. Agriculture is Maryland's largest commercial industry, employing hundreds of thousands of Marylanders across the state and providing a steady and rich food supply. Annapolis must be responsive to the needs of Maryland's farms. I believe that we can both foster growth in our agriculture industry and protect Maryland's environment. As governor, I will bring all parties to the table and find common sense solutions that work for everyone. My running mate, Baltimore City Councilman Brandon Scott, and I believe that the Democratic Party in Maryland has become fractured. The message isn't resonating. Together, Brandon and I will bridge generational, geographic, and ideological divides to build a better Maryland for all Marylanders. To learn more about us and read our policy plans, visit jimshea.com. I hope you'll join us to invest in Maryland's future. Please vote for me in the Democratic primary on Tuesday, June 26, 2018.
Hi, my name is Krish Vignaraja, and I'm running for governor of Maryland. I was 9 months old when my parents fled a civil war. They came to Maryland with no jobs, $200 in their pockets, and 2 very young children in their arms. We moved into a basement apartment along the Baltimore City line, and my parents became Baltimore City public school teachers. We couldn't afford a car, so my dad took the bus down Route 40 to teach at Edmondson High. They built a life here in Maryland that made my life possible, from Woodlawn to the White House. I'm the proud product of Maryland Public Schools, Edmondson and Woodbridge Elementary, Johnny Cake Middle, and Woodlawn High. In fact, I'm the only candidate who attended Maryland Public Schools from kindergarten through 12th grade. Though my schools were poor by traditional definitions, they were rich with amazing educators who gave me every opportunity to realize my potential. They prepared me to serve in the White House as Michelle Obama's policy director, running a number of initiatives, including a multi-billion-dollar initiative called Let Girls Learn. Before that, I served as senior advisor to Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and John Kerry, where I helped manage the State Department's $51.6 billion budget. Before that, I was a lawyer and in business. I was blessed to live the American dream, and I know that in no other country, in no other state, is my life story possible. And so I want a Maryland that is full of that same promise and opportunity for all of Maryland's children, including my daughter, Alana. More than ever, we have to protect the American dream. Now, I'll be honest with you. I never planned to run for governor, but I'm running because as a woman and mom, I couldn't just stand on the sidelines as the American dream becomes more elusive for more Marylanders. Maryland today is different than the Maryland I grew up in. Kids are freezing in classrooms. Kids are dying from gun violence and drugs. Families can't afford health care, and families are struggling to get by. And we have a governor who won't stand up to a president who threatens everything we care about in Maryland. When these things are happening, it's time for new leadership. I believe that part of the reason why Maryland faces so many challenges is that right now we have no women elected to statewide or federal office in Maryland. That's right. In the state of Harriet Tubman and Barbara Mikulski, Rachel Carson and Verda Freeman Welcome, we have no women serving in the U.S. Congress, U.S. Senate, or the 4 statewide elected offices. And Maryland has tried 62 governors, and none of them have been women. And I'm running against a field of 8 men. But this isn't just about representation. It's about policy. When women lead, better results follow. Better schools, better health care, a more inclusive economy, healthier natural resources, and so much more. As governor, my #1 priority will be fixing our public schools. Maryland should have the best public schools in America, and not just in the wealthy neighborhoods, but in every part of the state. We need to fully fund our schools, guarantee pre-K for 3- and 4-year-olds, invest in science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, and ensure kids never go hungry or without health care. This is why I've selected a career educator and former president of the Baltimore Teachers Union, Sharon Blake, as my running mate. We need an inclusive economy that works for all of us, not just the wealthy. We need more jobs. We need more well-paying jobs, both in our cities and rural areas that allow people to live good lives. We do this by guaranteeing free community college, job retraining, and apprenticeship programs, investing in infrastructure, supporting innovation and entrepreneurship, and guaranteeing access to high-speed internet. We also must support working families by guaranteeing 3 months of paid family leave, ensuring access to affordable quality health care, supporting a $15 minimum wage, ending gun violence, and confronting the opioid epidemic. And we need to protect our environment. My priorities are restoring the Chesapeake Bay and its tributaries, leading the nation in climate action, and deploying offshore wind and solar, and growing our outdoor economy. So if you agree that we can do better in Maryland, that it's time for a change, and that it's time to make history together, I need your help. And I'm asking you to vote for me, Krish O'Meara-Vignarajah, and Sharon Blake on June 26th. Please learn more about me, my campaign, and my priorities at krishformaryland.com. You can also stay in touch on Twitter at KrishForMD or on Facebook at Krish for Maryland. Please contact me with your questions and ideas and let me know how we can work together. I hope to hear from you, and I look forward to seeing you on the campaign trail.